Listen to the vastness of the space you are currently occupying. Not the physical dimensions of the room you are sitting in, not the distance between you and the walls or the ceiling above your head. I am speaking of the breathtaking, limitless expanse of your own quiet intelligence. There is a magnificent, sweeping opening happening within you right now. Not in a distant future where you have finally gathered enough knowledge, not in a hypothetical timeline where every single variable of your life has been perfectly, meticulously arranged to allow you to feel spacious. Right now. And the reason this particular moment is extraordinary, the reason it carries a feeling of such rare, luminous, and absolute relief, is simply because you have finally realized the true scale of who you are. You, exactly as you are. With every beautiful question you have ever carried, every profound realization you have ever gathered, and every magnificent version of yourself you have lived, expanded into, and quietly returned to. All of it gathered, perfectly distilled, and resting effortlessly inside this single, unrepeatable point in time. Welcome. Welcome to the radiant expanse. You have arrived. And I say this not as a gentle metaphor, and not as a comforting idea to hold on to when the physical world feels dense. I say it as the most precise, literal, and triumphant truth that can possibly be spoken in the unified field. You have arrived at the only place where true, unconditional freedom has ever existed. Here, now, this. And you are already beautifully, completely inside of it. For the vast majority of human history, the old paradigm handed us a very specific, very restrictive story about our size. It suggested that we were tiny, fragile fragments moving through a massive, overwhelming universe. It taught us to look out at the horizon and see distance. It implied that if we wanted to be significant, if we wanted our lives to matter, we had to somehow carve out a small piece of the world and furiously defend it. But you are reading these words right now because you have completely, permanently outgrown that small, exhausting story. You have recognized the magnificent secret that the quietest masters and the deepest corners of your own heart have always perfectly understood. You are not a fragment inside the universe. The entire universe is a beautiful, joyous fragment floating safely inside of you. You are the always present awareness. And because you are the always present awareness, there is absolutely nothing in the physical world that has the authority to contain you, define you, or limit the breathtaking scope of your reality. Think about the sheer, sweeping relief of this truth. Let it wash over your shoulders. Let it soften the muscles in your face. Let it completely dissolve any lingering habit that tells you to brace yourself, to play small, or to shrink your desires to fit a world you mistakenly believed was outside of your control. You are not a character moving through a rigid, pre-written play. You are the boundless, luminous, infinite stage upon which the entire play is joyously, effortlessly unfolding. Right now, the only thing that has ever actually existed is this smooth, effortless breath, this soft, open, watching intelligence that you call yourself, this quiet presence that notices everything. The sound of this voice, the feeling of your body resting completely supported exactly where it is, the brilliant quality of light filling the space around you, noticing all of it perfectly, without trying, without analyzing, without doing a single thing at all. You did not have to earn the right to this vastness. You did not have to navigate a labyrinth of personal growth to finally be allowed to spread your wings. This moment simply is, and you are simply in it. And that combination, you, here now, is the most completely liberated, deeply intelligent masterpiece the seamless reality has ever assembled. Feel that. Not as a concept to be categorized in your mind. Not as a beautiful idea to carry around and think about later. Feel it the exact same way you feel the physical warmth of sunlight resting on your skin. Immediate, undeniable, already completely present. You are here. And here has always been completely infinite. The awareness that is watching your life right now, the still, radiant presence that notices your thoughts the exact same way the vast blue sky notices passing clouds, that awareness has absolutely no edges. It does not begin at the boundary of your skin and end at the air around you. It does not stop where the physical world starts. It is not contained inside your physical body any more than the brilliant, unshakable light of the sun is contained within a single painted picture of the sunrise. The picture is beautiful. The feeling of being an individual, magnificent self with a name, a history, and a very particular, exquisite way of moving through the world that is real. And it is glorious. It is the most extraordinary creative expression this universe has ever dreamed up. The sheer breathtaking specificity of exactly this consciousness, in exactly this body, looking out at exactly this beautiful life. But underneath it, woven inextricably through every single moment of it, is the boundless sky. The vast, radiant expanse of your own absolute presence. Something that has never once been limited by anything that has ever happened to you. Something that did not shrink when life seemed complex. Something that simply, quietly, beautifully remained entirely open. A spaciousness so absolute, so entirely unshakable, that it doesn't even feel like space. It just feels like you. Like the most natural thing in the world. Because it is. And when you rest inside this recognition long enough to truly feel it in your body, in your chest, in the quiet, spacious place behind all your thinking, something fundamental about the story of your life permanently changes. You realize you are not experiencing your life from a place of confinement. You are not an observer trapped behind your eyes, hoping the circumstances around you will finally arrange themselves to give you room to breathe. You are the room itself, and you are the breath itself. The wealth, the profound connections, the absolute, overflowing abundance you have chosen to experience. They are not out there in the world, being withheld from you by some invisible barrier of distance. They are happening in you. They are made of your consciousness. They are rendered, painted, and brought to life by your own awareness. This means you are not small inside a large, restrictive universe. You are the brilliant, radiant space in which the universe effortlessly, joyously expands. The stars are not far from you. They are in you. The perfect solutions, the serendipitous meetings, and the most magnificent opportunities are not separate from you. They are physical expressions of the exact same single life that is currently expressing itself as you. Right now, with this one perfect breath moving through your lungs, you are not separate from anything you have ever desired to know or experience. You are the awareness in which all of it beautifully, flawlessly lives. And because you are the awareness, you are completely free from the need to force the world to cooperate. When you are the infinite sky, you do not have to negotiate with the weather. You simply rest in your own vastness, and the clouds naturally, effortlessly move according to the beautiful climate you are projecting. You are exactly the same. The beautiful unfolding of your life does not require your intense mental management. It does not require you to push against the current or exhaust yourself trying to break through an imaginary ceiling. There is no ceiling. There is only your joyous, clear presence. And what happens when a creator truly realizes this? What happens when you show up to this exact second as someone who has already arrived, already succeeded, and is completely, perfectly unbounded? The life around you begins to reflect that absolute spaciousness back to you. Slowly, beautifully, without a single ounce of forcing, trying, or manipulating. It happens not as a reward for doing the right things. It happens as a natural law, the most reliable, beautiful law in the seamless reality. What you bring to now is what now becomes. And when what you bring is infinite lightness, when you bring the quiet, radiant certainty of someone who knows they are entirely unbound, the unified field joyously reorganizes itself to provide you with a world of breathtaking elegance and supreme ease. The people you interact with suddenly reflect your expanse. They approach you with a generosity and a kindness that feels exactly like taking a deep breath of fresh air. They reflect the exact grace you carry within. The resources you desire navigate the frictionless pathways of your reality and arrive exactly when they are needed, proving to you again and again that there is more than enough room for every single one of your most spectacular dreams to flourish. You do not have to supervise this process. The universe knows exactly what it is doing, because the universe is simply you. It is the infinite, boundless extension of your own intelligence, and it loves you completely. Let yourself be loved like this. Let yourself be fully, unconditionally held by the sheer scale of your own existence. There is a particular kind of peace that lives inside this realization. It is not the conditional peace of a specific boundary finally being removed. That peace is real, and it is beautiful, and it is absolutely worth celebrating when it effortlessly arrives in your physical experience. But what you are feeling right now is older than any of that. This is the peace that is fully present before the boundary even appears, and remains completely intact after the boundary is beautifully recognized as an illusion. The peace that was quietly, faithfully there during every single chapter of your life, always available, always underneath, never actually absent for a single fraction of a second. It is the peace of knowing that beneath every physical experience, beneath every high and every low, beneath every ordinary morning and every world-changing turning point, there is something within you that has never once been contained. Something that did not break. Something that did not get lost. Something that simply watched and expanded and remained perfectly open. And it is entirely yours. It is not something you have to carefully develop. It is not a fragile state you have to vigilantly protect. It is you. The real, foundational, unshakable you. And it is here, right now, as present, as free, and as effortlessly available as the very air you are breathing. You are watching this right now, and something deep inside you said a resounding, joyous yes to these words. Something in you recognized this exact frequency of truth and happily followed it here. And I want you to know, with complete, unshakable certainty, that your recognition is not random. That beautiful pull you felt, that quiet gravity drawing you toward stillness, toward this kind of profound remembering, that is the most intelligent, divine part of you, happily calling the rest of you home. And if any part of this transmission is landing somewhere deeply true inside your chest today, if this feels less like you are hearing something new and much more like you are simply remembering something magnificent you have always known, I want to celebrate that joyous arrival with you right now. The comment section below this video is your space. It is a beautiful, curated sanctuary that belongs to everyone who has successfully found their way out of the illusion of effort and back into the radiant light of their own absolute vastness. And I want to invite you, warmly, genuinely, and joyously, to leave a piece of your presence there today. One word, one sentence, whatever truth is most beautifully alive in you right now. Write, I am the radiant, infinite expanse of my reality. Because when you take that internal knowing and place it outside of yourself, when you declare, even in the simplest, quietest way, I am present, I am whole, I am boundless, you are making a physical declaration to the universe. A joyous, powerful, completely voluntary confirmation of exactly who you know yourself to be. And declarations made from that level of profound clarity have a beautiful way of echoing through the rest of your life, organizing serendipities and clearing golden paths before you even take a step. And if this channel feels like a space where you want to continue returning, if you want these radiant transmissions arriving seamlessly in your life on a regular basis, gently reminding you of the majestic power you already possess, flawlessly reflecting back to you the absolute wholeness that is already yours, then the subscribe button is a beautiful gift you can give to yourself right now. Not as an obligation, not as a favor to anyone. As a simple, joyous, physical act of choosing to remember your own mastery, choosing to return to your unshakable center, choosing to be reminded again and again that you are already home. That is all this channel will ever be. A pristine, brilliantly lit mirror. Every single video we create is simply held up to your own completeness, offering you the joyous opportunity to admire your own reflection. So here is exactly where we arrive. Not at a conclusion, because the magnificent awareness that you are does not conclude. Not at an ending, because the natural state has no ending. We arrive simply and beautifully at now, which is exactly where we began, which is exactly where you have always safely and perfectly been. There is absolutely nothing heavy you need to carry away from this moment. No complex insight you need to diligently remember. No grueling new practice you need to begin. No fragile new understanding that you must carefully protect and manage throughout your day. The only invitation remaining is the simplest, most luxurious one of all. Just be here. Not heroically, not with intense effort or strict discipline or a highly managed quality of mental attention. Just be here. Be here the exact same way the bright sunlight is here. Be here the way the air in the room is here. Be here the way the quiet, profound silence is always here, resting underneath every sound, holding everything together without a single ounce of effort, without trying, without ever once asking to be acknowledged or thanked. You are that space. You are the beautiful silence underneath the noise. You are the profound stillness underneath the movement. You are the magnificent, glowing awareness in which this entire physical life, every beautiful, deeply connected, abundantly wealthy, extraordinarily joyous moment of it, is currently happening in absolute freedom. You are not on your way to becoming something magnificent. You are not almost there. You are not just getting close. You are it. Completely. Flawlessly. Right now. And you always have been. The oldest, quietest traditions in the world called this state awakening, but perhaps the truest, simplest, and most joyous word for it is arriving. And you have arrived. Right here. Right now. In this exact body, on this exact day, with this exact beautiful breath, you are the universe joyously knowing its own perfection. You are the brilliant, infinite expanse in which everything good is effortlessly occurring. You are entirely, beautifully home. You were always home. And now you simply get to enjoy the extraordinary view.